Aloha, yoga is advice. There's a union in advice. You know, when you get advice from someone, you feel good. You can feel bad sometimes, sure, but you could feel this sense that someone cares about your success. Someone wants to share something with you, some of their wisdom or experience that they've had. And as you go through your yoga practice and you find posture by posture how it feels inside your body specifically, the body is full of this wisdom, and your body is actually trying to hint to you this or that, little bits of advice of maybe how to plant your foot or bend your knee before that movement, or release the tuck of your toes, or relax your tongue, or all these tiny things that say, hey, this might improve the posture if you did this, or it might make it more comfortable if you did that, or something along those lines. There's this internal voice that we all have that comes through when we're in a posture that is extraordinarily difficult, or even minorly difficult, or even not difficult at all. There's always this internal dialogue that's advising you to do this or do that. And you know, sometimes it's people's words, other people's words telling you what to do. And you know, that's okay, that's great. In a yoga practice, you should have a teacher or a guide or an instructor that's taking you through the series, and you should be listening to their cues, because each cue will hold wisdom or advice that you will learn a lot from, or at least improve from. Maybe you'll turn it into your own advice or your own cue or your own wisdom. But some way and somehow that will translate to you. Of course, not every cue is perfect when it comes off of a teacher's lips. Sometimes what you hear isn't exactly what you need at that moment. So there is a moment in the posture, if you hear a cue you don't need, your body or something inside of you will advise you, hey, don't do that. Now you can either fight that or run away from it and think it's not real, it's not advising you the right thing. Or on the other hand, you can see it as something that is truly there to help you. And if you learn to listen to whatever that is trying to help you, that internal dialogue that's always inside of each of us, or that space of wisdom that's always trying to connect outside of each of us through our limited bodies, if you open your mind to that moment, there's a good chance you're going to get the advice you needed at the time you needed, and everything else just falls away, because you know, when you feel completely taken care of, there's this true sense of comfort and wholeness and well-being. So I don't want to give you any advice from me to you. What I want to share with you is simply this: listen to the intuition of your own self, advise your own self, because an independent and individual soul has so much more power and energy and abundance of anything that you're sharing with the world to share it with the world. So in your yoga practice, be sure you follow your breath, listen to yourself first. If something does not resonate with you, good gosh, just let it go. You don't have to carry it all along this long path, this journey. There's no reason to create ruts like that. Instead, let it go, be lighter, and find the advice, find yourself in the way that you need to find yourself. Find the wisdom inside yourself the way you need to find it. Because we all have it inside ourselves. So if we listen to that internal teacher, that internal guide that says to do this or do that, that may be some good advice to follow. But you can always, say maybe it's not. If it's not, maybe that was a choice. Anyways, advice in this way, or this theme in this way, can lead a practitioner into greater levels of intuition, greater levels of being present in the moment, or maybe even feeling energy. Because when we feel and listen to ourselves, we are hearing something very, very special, and that should come through your yoga practice over time, where the rambling person inside finally takes that deep, deserved breath and calms down. And that may be the greatest gift that the internal body or the internal self can advise the self to do. Maybe the kindest thing a self can actually do for oneself is just take that internal deep breath. Feel the presence of your breath. And then love that presence, because that's what you are. That's who you are. And you're legendary. So aloha. I hope this helps your practice. Keep on growing, my friends. Growing. And we'll practice together soon. Bye for now.